It's like an energy born from anxiety, and I can't shake it. Information age restless, paralyzed by potential endings. There's a million different ways to face oblivion. Wait, it's too much, I better change apps before I'm nauseated by the cognitive dissonance of our own algorithms manufacturing distance. We're not okay.
Slipping through the cracks again, mental chemistry off balance, assuring I can't relax. A friend is saying something goes unnoticed, paying price for old components. Season up, I'm not as young as I once was. Decades past in a single month, relegated comfort because I don't think I stress enough. Sometimes I try to listen, but the instant some transmission message sent, I spread the distance. No, it's not intention, I just can't focus. Show a moment of my clarity, remember what I spoke on the comedy. How connection overwhelms and burdens younger minds. The mind is hurting, all the voices gathering to static find. It's harder now to see the nuance. Comprehension skills are put off for instant gratification. No time given for creation. Now I'm forgetting what I'm doing, why I'm here, or my relation to the world around me. Hope, but now I would have found me. Stimuli inspires me to be complacent. Now I'm tired, nothing else about me. Switching focus of my vision, no precision in my iris. Is just finding nicer views for timelessness. In obstinance, a pendulum tendons couldn't wake me up. Few Romero monster living numb in willful ignorance. Reset tensions every time I'm swiping up. Preset thoughts can miss the post I want. Attention fuck so I can help but be blunt.
Shit, wait a minute, collecting myself like the damn deck just finished. Was back in my cell just to show mad diminish. Feeding in the self-help took me out of the grander vision and the massive picture that I'm painting when I stay rapping with it. I can't believe it, I had to leave it. I'm way too down low to even speak it to existence. I know I'm a misfit, I know that I'm different, I know that I'm mixed in with all these other rappers who can't grab me without gloves like a pigskin. I know I don't fit in, I know I ain't sticky like glue before they mix it. When I stick on them, I ain't never letting go. Cause this shit ain't a fucking hobby. Think that I already told you so, I think you already know. Put the blame on me, here I go. If I was anybody else, I'd blow. If I made a song just a little emo, and if I wasn't wrong, would I really be close? Close to the edge, close to the ledge. If I jump off, I'll be a legend, I guess. You know I'm a dog, I'ma do what I said, and I still got it all left in me, fuck yes.
Okay, maybe that's better. Hey, Curtis, how you doing? Okay, we were a little late to start. I know that we were supposed to start at 8, and it is now 8:45, 15 minutes till 9. But hey, what matters is that we're here. Everything is sorted out now, and we're good to go. Haircut looks good, thank you. My girlfriend did it. My hair used to be down to about here, and I've lost about that much from here to there. So I cut a ridiculous amount of hair off. Like, I cut, like, 5 inches, maybe 6 inches, I don't know. Swain is actually unfair. Swain killed this track, man. Like you got Hirosha.
Paralyzed by potential
Then you got me. Overwhelms and burdens younger minds. The mind is hurting. All the voices gathering to static find.
And then
it's
Swain.
harder
Way too down low to even speak it to existence.
That's a crazy song. I won't even lie. I'm so proud of that shit. But let's try to get right into things since we took a minute. There's a fly on my monitor. My ass is fighting this cold right now, but I'm still booling. I hope you get better. Hey, Scrooge here. All right, let's just get into shit. We're already behind schedule, so let's just open up some songs. Hey, it's Carl B. I missed that one. I like it a lot. Me too. Let's start the night off with this. How about that? Let's start the night off with a little Private Riensu, self-produced. Let's do it. Hey, Almuka. Hey, Jamie. Glad you all could make it on such abrupt notice.
My heart goes sweet every time you say I'm your dirty little secret. heart goes weak every time you say I'm your dirty little secret. It's getting hard to breathe, 'cause girl, I know that you didn't really mean it, but I don't mind. They're just words to me, but I can't help but lie. I'm falling hard, can't you see that? This aching heart, I can feel that burning in my chest. How could I forget words I never could say to you?
Hell yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I love I was recently introduced to Riensu, so very much a new artist to me, but everything I've heard from Riensu so far I absolutely love. Like Scoob pointed out, the vocals are literally angelic, especially with these falsettos going on and these background harmonies kind of these very wispy background harmonies ushering their way in. Just joined, hoping you haven't played or skipped mine yet. Don't worry, we're on the first track of the night. But yeah, I love how soft and wispy everything sounds. It's a super gentle sound while also, still having like an impact. It still has that depth to it. It's so pretty. This is such a pretty song. And I like to see that it's self-produced, because I think Riensu makes such good music, and now that you have a self-produced track, so you're in full control now. The world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want with your tracks when you're self-producing. And I think that's to a great benefit for you, because this sound is so fucking beautiful. It's so pretty. Hell yeah. Thank you. That was a great start. I'm sure we can all agree. Now, as always, free stream. We got this nice little thing in the top left, where you can skip the line and all that. By no means required or expected or necessary. Just like, yeah, if you want to, you get your line, you get your song up next, and also it supports me to an extent. But it's up to you. I'm not gonna pressure you. You don't owe me nothing. Hey, Avoid, how you doing? And then up next, what are we playing up next? We'll play this up next. Hey, Lilac's here. I'm so glad that everyone came on such short notice, because I was like, I don't know if anybody's even gonna like realize that I've started. But so yeah, thank you all for being here. Love you, Mel. Yeah, dude, no problem, Riensu. That song is so gorgeous. I love your vocals and your writing. Your writing's really sweet. Mel, what's going on? Up next, we got Shaman from Onwuka and Insomniac and Somnawuka, our favorite combination of artists. Let's go. Me listen, you can see my Google book.
They asked me what's up now.
Post notice
Didn't I
game.
tell them?
Play Wasted? Okay.
I'm a shaman, the way I'm talking. Like a shaman, cast a spell so calm when I hit the track like a crash, just paid out in moaning. The streets go watch them for preach, but I'm like an man. Instead of bequeath to me the role of the shaman. Keep the recipe, brew, cook it slow like ramen. The streets go watch them for preach, but I'm like an man. Take a drink from my potion, I just read a shaman. I'm a shaman, scopers in the codes, man. A soul shining like a sultan's palace. Claim there is malice within your heart when really is you disheartened. Like you yawning, this is common. A potion to heal you from what's a foaming. This is rumbling, a quiet potent. A greasy fish with ingredients as I palm them. Secretes a mist when I cut it up like Y-gones in. Feeling wheeziness, don't worry about the coffin. Wikipedia, this I give you the info you be wanting. Teach a kid,
hey,
to be a
how you
like Tom McCollin. Ease the greasiness of my breath along in the depths. Can't get this in CBS. Not at
yeah,
all
this was nice in the top left. Thank you.
Toxins frosting with a brass in. Create a vision, quest a journey you go on to win. they let that Honolulu song spin. I'm a shaman, the way I'm talking. Shaman, cast a spell, so calm wind. Hit the track like a crash, it fades out in moaning. The streets go out so for preach, but I'm like an amen. Instead of bequeath to me the role of the shaman. Keep the recipe, brew cooking slow like ramen. The streets go out so for preach, but I'm amen. Take a drink from my potion, I guarantee a shaman. Mixes of elixirs reside within the jars.
Thank you, Maxine.
You open up slow, you start to winter like Carson. Flowing like a rope, it's like the spirits be talking. Fogging when rising, spit hold the lyrics, summon forgotten. Sacred text and 18 hex, we ain't grown hymns. Magical spits and astral shifts is what I'm causing. Start to glow like when 7 dragon balls its bone. And the dragon get it cracking like a sea monster on a long swim. Lyrical spasm got me yakking more than your mom's friend. A miracle happened is what they say when they saw him. Floating like a Honda in a house that's a home. And so raw man don't need to get the blast or no disarming. My voice and next to crap, but to be quick half responding. Like a stand-up back to Lex, a neck straight up
I respond, but I don't have Twitter. What do you have?
like
We'll work it out. No worries.
That means you getting deadly fire straight from the shaman. I'm a shaman, the way I'm talking. Shaman, cast a spell, so calm wind. I hit the track like a crash, it's fate moaning. The streets go out so for preach, but I'm man. Instead of bequeath to me the role of a shaman. Keep the cooking slow like ramen. The streets go out so for preach, but I'm like an amen. Take a drink from my potion, I guarantee a shaman.
They attend to the people. Do anything that they need, all the problem that they have. Anything that they need.
Wait, has it really been half a year of Melmige Mondays? Have I been doing this once a week for half a year? That's pretty cool. That's pretty nifty. Well, thanks for sticking it through with me. And hey, all the people we've picked up along the way, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us. Shout out Misty and shout out Maxime for the skips, for the $5 skips, which means I'm gonna play Misty, then I'm gonna play Maxime. So first we got Misty. Okay, so we got Misty in the stream, and then Maxime. Okay, cool. Half a year is nuts. So as Misty has pointed out, Onwuka's capability to just write and write and write is absolutely nuts. And if you haven't listened to this project Portals, which is the release from Onwuka and Insomniac, colloquially known as Insomniwuka, fantastic rapper and fantastic producer that I think go amazingly together. And it's actually really cool hearing this from Insomniac because I'm familiar with a lot of Insomniac's work. And I know that he is capable of doing a lot of different things. But this sort of like pulsy synth that he's got going on, incredibly persistent, incredibly sort of like almost droning in how consistent. And it's got a really nice, really cool sound that I don't think that I've heard much from him. And then of course Onwuka comes in once again with storytelling, with narratives, with concept songs, with those smooth, clean vocals. I mean, in this case, Onwuka is a shaman, using his raps to heal you of your sickness. I mean, that is nuts. That's so cool. And there's just so much. I mean, I don't think Onwuka ever runs out of like bars. I mean, ease the queasiness when my breasts longin', at depths can't get this at CVS, not an option, illin' insidious toxins frothing where the broths in, create a vision quest, a journey you go on where they let that Onwuka song spin. I'm a dude. Oh God. Oh, tragedy almost happened. That's crazy. Onwuka's nuts. Insomniac's nuts. I mean, I love hearing what they submit every week. But up next we got Mistmerk's submission, which is Mean from Soroki, produced by Mistmerk. So this is a Soroki track that Mistmerk has produced. I can't wait to hear.
Isn't that what Today does?
Oh, this is a Misty beat, all right.
No, not yeehaw.
Thanks, partner. No problem. No problem.
Why so mean? Hustle every word that I need. What's it in my soul that you see? Can you keep it up? Lead me to a place where I sheathe all those little lines that I speak. Why so mean? Taking in the air that I breathe. Never thought twice to seize, but how did it increase it? From the guts where you bleed. Every drop of word that brings peace. Do you gotta be me? If it's for
have a hot pocket.
best. If you've gotta be me, then you gotta be mean. I
I guess I'm not too fond of all this waiting. Can't be too far now. When you stay where I'll be afraid. Why you so mean? Hustle every word that I need. Or what's it in my soul that you see? Can you keep it up? Lead me to a place where I sheath all those little lines that I speak. So why you so mean? Taking in the air that I breathe. Never thought twice to cease, but had it increases from the culture you bleed. Every drop of word that brings peace. You should say what you mean. Let me rest. You should say what you mean, but you gotta be mean. Yeah, you're good enough, but you never show up. If you think about it, no one even wants you around. Yet you whine so much, you ever shut up? So long, bad luck. Oh, tough shit, you loved it. Now it's gone all the way around me. My eyes, it don't feel right. Hold them shut, don't. Yeah, why'd I go make me self-conscious? Yeah, but my nails, they're lost. I know I'd go flaunt it. Stay still, my heart. We've yet to start.
Oh, this is so pretty. Little twangy guitar.
Don't talk, you cannot stop this. Don't wait, you make it easy. No talk, like mocking. Say I saw you when you talk, cause when you're lost, yeah, you better wait for it. You make it easy. We talk, like mocking. Drop, yeah, drop it off. That's all about me. Drop, yeah, drop it off. Why so mean?
Isn't that what I'm doing?
Oh, that was so pretty. Man, we're getting a lot of pretty songs tonight. Super ethereal. Yeah, Cat Cam. Funny enough, her name is Cam. This is she's the only cat that hasn't appeared on stream yet. So you guys are very lucky to see her tonight. She does not show up. I cannot be here long, but hey Coda, have a good one. Yeah, she has not appeared on stream yet, so we're very lucky to have her be in her presence. This is such a nice, smooth, pretty song. I mean, Missy's production on this is it's so nice. First of all, it's super soft, dampened keys at the beginning. They're very gentle. They're very they're a little roomy, and they have this nice ambience to them that is so nice to listen to. It's very soothing in a way. It's a calming track. And I don't know who pointed out. Somebody pointed out the guitar. The guitar was gorgeous. I think the guitar picking, a little bit of a twangy guitar, kind of does contrast the other softer, more darkened sounds in the production as well. So it does create a nice contrast. And shout out Soroki for the vocals. I mean, Soroki's done a great job on delivering these nice, clean, solid vocal deliveries. And I love the layering as well, especially that sort of group chant layering. I thought was a lot of fun as well. I mean, this is overall just a really nice, pretty, clean track. And I can definitely tell that it is produced by Misty. This beat screams Misty, and I love that. That's what I love about Miss Merck's music. I love it. It's so good. Also, nice cover art. I don't know who did it, but nice cover art. Then up next, shout out everyone who worked on this track. It's been a long time in the making. Yeah, I saw the 6 months tag. So hopefully that's public soon. Hopefully we're able to listen to that at our leisure at some point in the near future. I think that's something that we would all like to see. And then up next, we have The City from Maxime. So this is production, vocals, mix, and master by Maxine Noel. So, Maxime did it all. That's it. And let's do it. Let's do it. I gotta actually rewind that. That's like ear candy.
Traveling, I'm tripping out, I'm risking my health. Falling right back into it. start, my heart again. Crawling right back just to you. Blow me up, curious now. Brush my hair, flush my eyes. I can't stand off the side. Let's take it back to where we started again.
It's always a good day when I hear Fuzz Rock. Hey, Fruit, thank you. Shout out to Fruit. That's fun. Hey, Teflon, how you doing, bro?
Let's take it back. Let's take it back. Let's take it back. Let's take it back.
Hey, Seven Woods, thank you so much.
That you hate it the way you assume that I'm faking, I'm following up through. I can't take it, I'm breaking it's true.
Oh wow, I gotta hold on. I saw a question, I think. Do you have to pay for recommendations, or can we just type in a recommendation? For anybody that's new, this is a free stream. You by no means have to pay. The $5 and the $10 skips are purely if you want to guarantee your song being up next or in a skip the line queue if they stack up. But it's by no means expected. It's by no means, whatever. You don't have to. If you want to submit for free, you can, and we'll get to it eventually. Probably, there's a good chance. But it's by no means expected. Let me pull up the 7 Wounds track so I don't forget, and then we're going to talk about this Maxime song. If I can find the 7 Wounds track. I don't even know where it is. Maybe it's in my... Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Oh, no shit. Featuring Carl B and Hiroshi? Okay, I'm excited for that. Maxime, crazy track. Like I said when the song began, I always like to hear a little bit of fuzz rock. Makes my day when I get to hear it. And I think that your guitar tones and how you've mixed the instruments and done the instrumentation of this track is so... It's amazing. It's super well structured, and it gives... and the structure sort of gives way for this very natural and organic sounding progression of your vocals, of your instruments pushing forward. You have high highs, you have low lows. Everything sounds natural. It flows beautifully. And then also I like a lot of the technical embellishments that are in there a lot. The beginning I pointed out I liked a lot. I liked the yeah, I think it was somewhere around this area, but you had some very synthesized digital like sort of like melody embellishments that I think sounded great. And your vocals fit this genre so well. I like how the saturation and distortion was amped up in some parts without losing the legibility of what you were saying. I think that's important some of the time. If you want people to know what you're saying, it's bad if they can't. But if you don't care if the people know what you're saying, then I don't really care too much. It's all stylistic. But I think that you've reached a nice middle ground of having distortion and saturation and width in your vocals without losing the legibility of what you're saying. I think your hook is very catchy. I think your writing is very good. I mean, overall, this is just a fun rock track. I love it. I'm a big fan. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for donating as well. Super generous of you. Up next, we got a music video from Screwed for the track I Tell You, I Do Not Know. Got a song recommendation, Mojave by Antonio Carlos Jobim. Okay. It's one of the most soothing songs ever made. That's a high bar to cross. But hey, I'll take your word for it. I'll trust you. Nice way to make money. I mean, yeah, for sure. But, you know, the way I view it is making money is most certainly not why I do this. I did like 21 streams before I even actually opened up donations. But if I can make money from it, I mean, why not? You know what I mean? It's nice. It's, you know, helps me pay for gas to DoorDash, helps me, you know, put money towards like my car payment or whatever. But it's definitely not like, you know, I could go either way. I think it's generous when people give money. I think it's generous when people give money, but it's never like expected of anyone. Let's listen to this Screwed track. Thank you for your nice words. Yeah, no problem. This is also the track that spawned Myth Valley. No shit. Interesting.
Hey, Joe.
You seem like a cool dude. I very much appreciate that. I like to think I'm pretty cool. I like to think I'm easy to get along with.
I gotta go it alone. I need a space to heal from the pain that's been causing thoughts that I conceal. Just give me a second to breathe. Wish I could fall asleep. Cigarettes in the pipe, I'll feel alright. Why do I feel the need to
know, right?
Pretty fucked up, I'm not gonna lie.
This is us Screwed. Here, I'll scroll down so you
I go
guys
back
can
to
see it.
the moment. I don't regret it, I own it. The weight of the world has me feeling like I'm dope sick. House set up in flames, so I force the window to open. I need to find out just why I'm so fucked in the head. I bet it'd make more sense if you found me dead. Cause that what you want anyway. My mind's got something to say about it all the time. Why the fuck do I even try? It seems that no remedy will suffice. My guilt is starving, watch it eat me alive. So I guess just let me know I'll never get it right.
Throwing me back to 2017, 2018. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that, actually. I know that Screwed is very heavily inspired by that era in a lot of his music, so I'm by no means caught off guard by this sound. However, inspirations aside, this is a sound that Screwed does incredibly well. I think Screwed does a great job with his vocal delivery and his vocal mixes to really pump out some really fantastic emo rap bangers, even when the subject matter is maybe true. You know, it's about things causing detriment in his life, things that are bringing him down, you know, sort of this turmoil in relationships and conflicts in life. Even if that is the subject matter at hand that Screwed is discussing on these tracks, they're still incredibly fun to listen to. They're super enjoyable, and he knows how to make his vocals hit hard over some pretty sharp and moody production. And it's a great job. Screwed always does a fantastic job. I've been listening to a lot of his, as he has dubbed it, Power Rangers rap recently. So it's nice to kind of return and go back to a song that is more traditionally emo rap, as opposed to what he's been doing recently. Power Ranger King, I agree. Screwed had that little dancey dance, I agree. Music video goes hard, I agree. W track, I agree. Y'all are too kind to me. Thank you so much. I got more music videos on the way very soon. Good. I would love to have more music video submissions. I think they're a lot of fun. I really want to make a music video for Inertia off of Mossman. I think that would lend itself to be a fantastic music video. I've only made 5 music videos ever. I have promoted on the channel about 100 times, but if you ever want to see a music video that I've made, right here, baby. They're all right here. We got 1. We got 2. We got 3. We got 4. And we got 5 music videos with lyrics. We need an Inertia music video. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you understand. But anyways, up next, another generous donation from 7 Wounds. We have The Never Ending Story featuring Carl B and Hirosha, produced by Hirosha. Carl B and Hirosha are both fantastic. It's not a want, it's a need. Is this on like the hierarchy of needs? Right under food, it says music video for Inertia by melmige. I'd like to see the chart you're looking at. I know this beat. I'm gonna check those out after the stream. Shout out Teflon. Yeah, I'm familiar with this beat.
I try to suppress the feeling within my mind, but I always feel it again. The taste you left with me is bittersweet, and I can't forget. Cut ties just to save myself from the past, and time flies. Wish I could say it was a blast. I get so overwhelmed. This pain I felt, it's never ending.
It's never ending, overwhelming.
Maybe I just need someone to help me.
Maybe I just need someone to tell me
Everything will be alright.
in time. As we move further from our past lives, the clouds will part, the sun will shine again. One day my pain will end, but until then I'll do my best to forget this pain you left me with, and how it never ends. I guess I wasn't so important.
I try to suppress the feeling within my mind, but I always feel it again. The taste you left with me is bittersweet, and I can't forget. Cut ties just to save myself from the past, and time flies. Wish I could say it was a blast. I get so overwhelmed. This pain I felt is never ending.
It's never ending.
Oh my God, I wish that I was stronger. Overwhelming. To get this pain inside my mind to not hurt.
It's never ending.
You know that I do my best to forget.
This pain you left me with, and how it never ends. I guess I wasn't so important.
I try to suppress the feeling within my mind, but I always feel it again. The taste you left with me is bittersweet, and I can't forget. Cut ties just to save myself from the past. Time flies, wish I could say it was a blast. I get so overwhelmed. This pain I felt is never ending.
It's a bug. You know how it is. This track's nuts. This is crazy. So first of all, absolutely a crazy hook. I love this hook. I think it's so catchy, and I love that in this little section over here, you and Carl B kind of have this call and response going on in the hook that sort of embellishes and expands upon the initial hook. And I love when people do that. I love when you have a hook in the beginning and then the last hook is it's a bit different. There's something added to it. Hey, track this week ain't even crazy, but I always gotta support. Hey, shout out Wish, thank you. But yeah, no, I love the hook, and of course Carl B's verse is crazy. I love Hirosha's background vocals. This beat from Hirosha is insane. I have heard this beat before. Shout out Jamie. Shout out Jamie Punk, says Young Yuyo. Okay, so we got Yuyo, then Yuyo, then Wish up next. But yeah, I think all of your vocal performances on this are fantastic. I think your vocals are super solid. And you said the Hirosha mixed it as well, and I can definitely tell. This sounds like a mix that he would do. So shout out Hirosha as well. I mean, this is just 3 artists coming together to make a absolutely sad banger of a track with a, by the way, good title. I like the title. I watched The Never Ending Story when I was little. I watched it when I was deathly ill. I think I had like the flu, but when you're 8, it feels like you're dying. I never finished it. So to this day, I've never actually finished The Never Ending Story, but I do remember a couple traumatizing scenes from it, if I'm being honest. That shit's borderline traumatizing. So, what was I talking about again? This song? Hey, that's a Teflon track. That's coming up at some point. But, yeah, I mean, crazy track. What am I? I'm losing track. I'm losing myself. Opera GX, which I have recently switched to, it has a weird way of adding tabs to the tab you're currently listening to. He's mixed my album when that comes out, so just... That poor horse. Yes, the horse scene where the horse fucking dies. I mean, that's traumatizing. If you never finished it, then it truly was never ending. Yeah, no, you're right. That face when The Never Ending Story ends. I mean, no, you're right. Like, I never finished it, so really, it did truly never end for me. I'm gonna be thinking about that now. You've given me something to think about. Opera GX randomly takes up disk space. Randomly takes up disk space for me. I gotta get into a browser. I use this. So I don't have them on right now, but I do have like limiters that you can set. That should make things a little easier on your computer. I don't know how well they work. I've heard good and bad things about Opera. I only switched because I was having a crisis one day and I thought Chrome was the reason. Anyways, Young Yuyo, What Was I Made For? Featuring Jamie Punks. Produced Maj Kluani? Maybe? Possibly. I got a little bit off track, but we're back on track now. My apologies. Chrome bad. It was always nice to me. I had like 30 Chrome tabs open at once. Never fucked with it. I mean, never fucked with my computer. I miss it. I cleared my data, so I can't even get it back.
What was made for in this life? Will you please tell me if I die tonight? What was made for in this life? Will you please tell me if I die tonight? Got the weight of the world on shoulders. Please let me know when it's all over. I don't wanna go any longer. Please let me know what I'm made for. This stress feels like a claymore. Pain got me feeling like Kratos. Why I keep looking at my place for? I just want people to relate more. What was I made for?
That's one of many downs.
Anything I do don't turn out right. What was I made for?
Kisei, how you doing?
Will you please tell
Hopefully well.
me if I die tonight?
What was I made for? Killing my trauma. What the fuck you think I keep this blade for? Blood on the floor, it's gory. There's parts to this story that I still, so I'm sorry. Life is so short, but I'm late to the party. I have a next life I haven't even started. Rest in peace to those who departed. Run away from my problems, need for speed, most wanted, but I'm not wanted by most. Welcome to my castle, but you gotta cross the moat. You can feel what you're feeling, just know you aren't alone. That's why we sing these songs. We in the scale, cause life is harsh.
Shout out to Brian. Hope it wasn't too hard on you.
Big, think smart.
I'm bobbing my head like there's drums playing right now.
War torn heart, we were torn apart. Left me in pieces, my heart is slowly bleeding. Time flies.
NyQuil gets you, I don't blame you. I think money spread makes it worse. Thank you, Scoop. Thank you. Inspired by the Barbie movie. Yeah, no, that was the was that the Billie Eilish track that was kind of, sort of speculating and pondering that question? I think it was the Billie Eilish track because it was like the one sad track in the movie right at the end there. I think the Vox are a little dry and could use more reverb, blend better. You got a really unique vocal style. I think it'd sound better on a different beat, though. I think the beat is the shortcoming of this track. Still think it's hard, though. Yeah, I mean, listen, I like the super, like, shiny metallic vocal mix. I know that lends itself well to the sort of, like, genre that you're doing here. Emo rap, emo trap, especially with that percussion. So I think that the shiny metallic mixes do lend themselves well to this type of music and to your vocals as well. Maybe they could be more reverb. Maybe just add into that atmosphere, blend into that ambience a little more, especially where the production is so spacey. But I like it. I like your delivery. I like the rap verses as well. I think they're very aggressively and intensely delivered. They sound convicted. They sound confident. They're incredibly poignant as well. Not a happy track for sure. But overall, I think you have two really good vocal performances here. Maybe you could switch the mix up and kind of make your vocals blend a bit better with what's going on in the production. But overall, I like what you're doing. I like the writing on it a lot, and I like this outro. I like this sort of like spacey, ambient, slow moving outro. It doesn't. Also, I know 4 minutes is kind of hard for some people to make a 4-minute track, so it's like you actually used your time pretty wisely. I will commend you for that heavily. So yeah, shout out Yuyo and Jamie. And then up next, first of all, The Batman Who Laughs, great cover art. And then we have, that's from the Batman Metal series, right? Is it called Batman Metal? I don't know. It's been a while since I've read it. But we got Batcave freestyle up next from Why We Wish. Thank you for the $5, by the way. And then, I guess then nothing. We're just going to listen to it.
Straight from the jump, I got this shit straight thumping. Chopper on me, it ain't no little pumping.
Right into it.
Fuck yeah, I look like a pumpkin. Fuck all you rookie, I steady be dunking. Like a donut, eating it, bitch, I just like it's a sauna. Eat up the pussy like Adrian Broner. All black fit in a mask. All black fit, I just stepped out the back cave. Wish only care about the rat cave. See the chopping ain't run like it's track day. I guess you could call that a rat race. Can they snitch it? I got my broom like I'm witching it. If I hit you on a shirt, that's your picture.
Thank you for the $5. You think it me? Hey, I'm 5 up right now. Oh no, shit, hold on. I gotta rewind that. But my name isn't Terry. I'm in nurturing, granting wishes like fairies. Bitches chase me like I'm playing on Barry. Bitches chase me like I'm playing on Buried. I'm not feeling merry, okay? I'm just like the earth, I'm hey, Lilac, thank you. Like I'm Logan. Hulk on a pussy like my name is Hogan. High in this bitch like I'm Rogan. Run up and see what I'm sewing. I got reasons to be boasting. I'm just like Anchi, bitch, I'm floating. Ski mask shit, cat piss when I'm smoking. More than 5 up now? Something like that. Yeah, bitch, I got bikes. Trigger fingers like pianos, so something get touched whenever I clutch. Yeah, they try to write all the kid. I ate way too little, now I ain't too much. I got a lot to give, but wish you could still never get no fuck. I just stepped out the back cave. Wish only care about the rat cave. See the chopping ain't run like it's track day. I guess you could call that a rat race. Could they snitch it? I got my broom like I'm witching it. If I hit you on a shirt, that's your picture. Wrist hella wet like I'm doing the dishes. And she not a Mormon, but she up in mission. Airy, pussy on platter like his name was Perry. I'm for bro like his first name was Jerry. No, it's a Swift, dude. Wish she be carrying. Oh, that's your hoe. She ride like chariot. Chains on my neck, they hit harder than Lariat. Sweet as trash, I'ma have to vary it. Pussy was fire, I beat up and vary it.
Why do you wish?
Okay, don't hate me, Wish. Don't hate me. Black Ops 3 has better zombies. It's a better zombie experience. That's all I'm gonna say. Unless you want to fight me on it, then we'll get you in a Discord call and we'll just talk about that for the next 8 hours. Black Ops 3 is a better zombies experience than Black Ops 2. Not shitty on Black Ops 2. It's good. It's really good. It's great, actually. But that's all I'm gonna say for now. So, I know that you in the description you ain't think I had bars. Well, I think after this, any of the naysayers have been proven incorrect because, wow, this is jam-packed with a lot of really, really fantastic bars. This guy is out of his mind, unsubbed. You can unsub. That $5, though, that's mine. It's in my PayPal account right now. I'd like to hear that feud. Yeah, one day me and Wish will get on stream and just argue about which zombies is better. But no, this is great. And I think you have a lot of really fun bars in here. Like I said, I pointed out the buried bars. You know, bitches chase me like I'm playing on buried. That's ho ho ho's. I'm not feeling merry. Okay. Metal in hand like I'm Logan. Let's see here. The ski mask line. Tall like Giannis line. Like you got a lot of stuff in here, and I think it's actually. And I think that this kind of sound lends itself to more of being a head bopper than being something to be lyrically and thematically critiqued and analyzed. But I you know, let's be subversive for a little bit in our critique of this. This is, I mean, the writing on this is good, and I get that it's a fun trap beat. I know that you're delivering it with this braggadocious and confident attitude. But like at the end of the day, it's good writing. And I think that should be recognized to some extent, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's just fun to bounce to and listen to. I think that the writing should be, hey, Carlby with the $10. Thank you, man. Okay, I gotta make sure that I got my donations in order. This happens when I get a bunch of donations at once, and I'm like, oh, God, who comes first? Okay, so first of all, shout out Why We Wish, crazy track. So we have Lilac, and then Carlby donated 10, so that's like I don't know what to call it, a super skip? That sounds corny as hell. And then we'll play okay, so Lilac, Carlby, Scoob. Okay, we're good. Packing will punches for no reason. I think you did a fantastic job at that. Let's listen to this nice little track from Lilac Heart. Very excited to hear what Lilac's been cooking up. Been loving the recent drops. Jerry Smith bar and Bear the Platypus bar, my favorite. He was fighting for their life against the NyQuil and hella donations come in right then. Hey, Benevolent. Did I miss my submission? Nope, you're good. Oh, that little flourish. I already took my diaxin. It doesn't end like this. I gave up drunk, I'm trying my wrist. I'll keep you close like this sword on my I think hey, Claude's gonna do great. Guitar plucks. I'm guessing this is the open part, but we'll listen to the beat a little bit so we get a good idea. Oh, that impact! That Okay. So much going on here. Excuse me, that was gross. I could have muted. Okay, I want to talk about the production first because so much of the production stands out. First of all, yes, shout out Brody on the guitar. That's fantastic. You are correct. Lilac is incredibly talented. I love how lush and how like full of life this production is. You have some super soft, gentle, very like harmonic and sweet melodies, and then you have these sort of like D&B super fast-paced drum patterns that sit beneath them. I love the ambience and the spaciness and the organic flow of the melodies you got going on here, but with that super like stuttery and fast-paced percussion. Having a domestic case BRB, good luck. I don't know. That sounds like something you should be doing instead of this. And then I love the guitar picking, like I said, from Brody there. It's just such a beautiful, full, lush beat instrumental. And then I love your vocals on this. Your vocals are super clean and so soft, and they flow beautifully over this beat. I like when they get kind of hushed or a little like muffled, not muffled. Shit, what's the word I want to use? Somebody will probably have a better word than that. With the super clean and catchy hook. The hook is so memorable. I mean, overall, just a fantastic vocal performance stacked on top of fantastic production. I love everything about this, and I can't wait to see what Claude does on it. I know it's going to be a fucking banger. So Carl B, BRB going into labor. That doesn't really seem as important. I mean, not more important than the stream. Do a at-home birth. Keep the stream on the TV. That way the baby enters this new life. You know, the life that you've created. This baby enters this world, this beautiful world. And I'm the first thing it sees. It's a personal dream of mine, honestly. Bits over. So Carlby donated $10. Play a song from the album that you like. Carlby has recently dropped an album. I actually reviewed it called Midwest Vignettes. And I'm going to play a song from the album that I like. And so I'm going to play the outro track. I'm going to spoil the ending. For those of you who haven't heard, I'm going to spoil the ending. We're going to listen to Overgrown, produced by Hiroshi and Pekarat. Baby Can Wait, I'll Stay. You can do both at the same time. I don't see why not. I don't see why you can't give birth and watch the stream. It's called multitasking. Look it up.
All the places that I used to go at 16 have now been closed. 2010 just feels so far away. And the house that I grew up in no longer belongs to me, but I still belong to these Midwest streets on which I cut my teeth. Have you heard the news? The shopping mall's been closed. Vacant signs and boarded windows, a sad sight to behold. Guess it's a sign of the time. So this is what growing old feels like. Saying goodbye to everything we've come to know. I'm getting good at saying goodbye. Saying goodbye. I'm getting good at saying goodbye. Saying goodbye. The town I call my home is slowly being overgrown, taken back by nature. We're all in danger of being swallowed whole. Have you heard the news? The shopping mall's been closed. Vacant signs and boarded windows, a sad sight to behold. Guess it's a sign of the time. So this is what growing old feels like.
okay, it's so powerful. It's such a powerful track. Literally, not even like it wasn't in my top 3 when I first heard the album. This is like maybe the best track on this entire album. The Bit Crush is crazy. But no, like this has very quickly become like my favorite track on the album. Like it wasn't even that. But you guys, I'm gonna cheat because this is actually so funny. But I did an album review of this whole album. It's my most recent video. Go watch it. I put a lot of fucking work into it. I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna read to you, those who haven't seen it, I'm gonna read to you my scripted, thorough review of this track. So I hope that you're ready. I'll even use the voice that I use when I record videos. Getting into character. Overgrown acts as a pretty all-encompassing summary and mission statement for this album, and it does its job tremendously well, because if this album is a complicated series of vignettes and growing up in the Midwest, Overgrown pulls the camera back a bit to be able to get the full picture going on here. And I think that despite it not being my favorite track on the album, which is false now it is, it ends the album with a poignant depiction of how your whole life and your whole world can revolve around a geographic location. One that once represented the colorful and fantastic experience of adolescence, now slowly fading away into a gray mosaic of shared memories with little resistance or protest to stop it. The curtain is lifted, and as you grow older, you realize that the myopic lens of a child does not necessitate the accounting of reality, and it can be a bit of a culture shock to realize that your entire life experience up to this point extends no further than a 20 square miles. It's sobering, and I think that Carlby's depiction of this melancholic experience is gut-wrenching in its accuracy. Shops you grew up hanging out at are now closed. Landmarks no one but the locals are aware of are dilapidated due to a decreasing interest in their preservation. The humbling understanding that maybe, just maybe, you'll never view it the same way again. That is what I wrote about this track. If you want any idea of how it impacted me, I'm in love with this song, with this album. But like this song is powerful. I did cheat a bit. I used my notes, but like I've already, why not? I think it's funny. And it's the best way that I can describe the track punctually, I would say. Non-punctually, we could just keep going. Talk for a little bit. But up next, we have The View from Halfway Down from Scoob, private track. Hopefully that NyQuil has not kicked in and Scoob is not asleep right now with my stream just playing to an audience of nobody. So let's get into it before Scoob passes out. Holy shit, I read those notes and lost like fucking 10 viewers. Didn't realize it was that. We'll have to sit through it. This cover art's crazy, by the way.
Seems to notice, as if I could hide that I was soulless. Nothing helps in the end, I'm always so. I'm standing alone while I push to the edge, remembering words that were never said. Chills in my bones while I picture the end. These sudden burns like me out of range. Carried away, more so I've wrong, yes, this is revenge. I can't survive with
Hey, Scoob, what the fuck? Oh my god. I think that might actually be my favorite vocal performance from you. I know that's a pretty high bar to cross, but just, you know, off the top of my head, general assumption here, I that might be my favorite vocal performance from you. It's so impassioned and powerful, and you know, on the technical side of things, you're hitting notes, you're sounding clean, you're sounding smooth, but on the emotional side of things, there's this sort of like strained grit to the emotion in your voice, and it plays off really, really well, and it bleeds through this track. It's crazy. I mean, I love the writing on it as well. This is just a powerful song. I'm like kind of like dumbfounded. I'm not entirely sure what I even want to say about it. But just know that I love this track, and I know that you make music that sounds like this. I know that you make music like this, and I know that I make music like this.
Self-care, I'm not happy here, but my credit card was charged to serve my free trial for.
But maybe we can work something out between us. You know, we could find a nice middle ground between the two most opposing genres in existence. My voice was definitely pushed. I had to do it across multiple days. I don't blame you, but also be careful. You don't want to strain yourself. That would be not fun. Be not fun. Okay, as for now, that is the last of the donations. More may come in. It's a possibility, always is. The night is young. Let's just see where it takes us. But as for now, we are done with the donations until more come in. And we're just going to start going randomly through the freebies. Starting out with a little Teflon with Picture This, official music video. I like having a music video. Mel, do you still get the 21 Pilots comparisons? Not as much. Not as much. Here's the thing. I'm not offended by the 21 Pilots comparisons. I just don't think that they're accurate. I'm not offended by them. I just don't think it's accurate. Thank you for the kind words. Of course, go to bed. Let the NyQuil take over and slowly fade away into the nice piece of slumber. So yeah, we got Teflon coming up, and just real quick, just to shout it out once again. What the fuck? Can you not see it because of... What the hell? Well, I was gonna do something really quick, and then everything fell apart, which is to be expected. You know, let's be honest with ourselves. Gotta work early, so gotta turn in, but thank you so much for the feedback. Good night. Oh, yeah, of course. Have a good night. The NyQuil taking me through. Thank you so. Hey, yeah, of course. All right, so I was gonna throw something up on there, but you know what? It's not working, and I don't want to cut into our time here. So is it image 1? Yeah, it's image 1. Come to Brooklyn next month. Get your tickets. Garden, Polearm, Swain, Young Van, Sid 6, Melmige. That's me. Deathwish, Navy, more. Come to Brooklyn. Tickets are $20. I know I think it says 30 on this poster, but tickets are $20. So I should see you all there. 25 at the door though, so don't wait. Buy them now. Anyways, little Teflon. Picture this. I already love this beat.
John Savage all day.
If you can believe it, you can achieve it. All this fake love, I don't need it. Yo, a nigga just wanna do it big, you feel me? Yo, a nigga just wanna see me Beverly Hills like no cap. Picture that.
Please don't call that nigga phone, I'm busy counting this guap. Homies told me to work harder, so I'm never gonna stop. Never missing it, pay attention like I'm running the block. I'm on the ride, no disguise, I'm just ready to pop. And I move on my own time, so I ain't watching no clock. Soon as a nigga run it up, I hit the stores and go shop. I've been preparing for this shit, I'm headed straight to the top. Guaranteed, I gotta eat, hide the weed on my socks. I'm chasing a dream, always working like a machine. I'm cooking up in the booth, and you can see the steam. Yo, they hate on me so much, they steady watching my moves, but they be lying on my name, you know no rumors ain't true. And know my name ain't Tropicana, still be having the juice. I see my boy around the corner, know he coming to school. And I ain't fucking with no bitch if she be loving the crew. She told me that she fuck with me, I said I fuck with you too. She said I need cash app to smash that. With a blunt, I tell her pass that. On Snapchat with a flash at. But I ain't tricking, if you got it, just don't go on my wallet. I need a ride or die, bitch, that's gon' keep it solid. I'm taking up like a rocket, so don't get out of pocket. I sell whatever I want, long as I make a profit. Hit the bank, make a deposit. You know how it go, they love you when you poppin'. Picture me moving at a quick, unstoppable pace. Shorty open her mouth, welcome, get the tropical taste on your face. Send you a Uber to my place. That ass be fat, I'm trying to see her shape. She said she wanna get away. Fuck our whole town, I'm trying to take you out the state. Call you boo, you call me babe. Let's catch a date. Yeah, I make some mistakes, but I'ma do what I can to put a smile on your face. Picture me getting money, splitting it on my team. Looking like a fucking boss when I step on the scene. And you know I got it on me, you can tell by the gene. Long as you treat me like a king, I'm treating you like a queen. I see them lame ass cops, they watch me from a distance. They wanna know who I am, think I fit the description. But I be smarter than most, yeah, I forgot to mention. They never catch me with nothing, so I ain't never tripping. Picture me ballin' on you niggas like my name is Carmelo. Stay on the grind until I sign and get up out of the ghetto. Picture me ballin' on you niggas like my name is Carmelo. Stay on the grind until I sign and get up out of the ghetto. And that's facts.
Shout out Carmelo Anthony. What can I say? Hey, Splash King, how you doing? This is crazy. I love this track. First of all, before we get into the track, nice music video. I like when people submit music videos. Something to look at, something to engage with, whatever. But I love it. What I like about Teflon is Teflon's got these really great flows and this super great delivery. This sort of like mix of, the delivery's confident. There's confidence in the delivery, but also, in terms of Teflon's writing, I love Teflon's writing a lot because Teflon manages to kind of go across the board and cover a lot of different topics while remaining concise and not straying too far away from the plot. Each track's got a solid mission statement, but still addresses a lot of different things. And so I think in Teflon's writing, he's really able to lay down some really great bars about, every single area of his life and how these things intertwine. And then also, flex a bit, also be able to get out some confidence and cocky bars in between, maybe some of the more personal or intimate lyricism that he's throwing out there. He sounds great over this beat, which I do like the beat a lot. And I think the beat gives you room to just go fucking nuts on it. Shout out Teflon. Let's see, what's up next? What's in my other monitor? This is in my other monitor. We got... That's what we're playing. And then we'll play Winter. First of all, thank you so much. As always, incredibly generous of you guys. I'm going to say that every time. I know it's going to get really old, but I do feel the need to overexpress my gratitude because every time somebody donates, my heart grows 3 times like the Grinch in that one movie about the Grinch. So thank you. Thank you very much. Let me find your track real quick. I know I got it somewhere. Where the fuck is it? What's in your DMs? I got a lot in my DMs, actually. I'm just a popular guy. I got a lot of people in my DMs because I'm a popular guy. Don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways. We got Reaching Too Far from Dwyn. Dwyn was an artist that I recently talked about on the weekly tracks list last week. Oh wow, this nice orange background on Spotify is really giving me a nice complexion. I look incredibly sunburnt, or inversely, incredibly embarrassed. Let's listen. Hey, Rihanna's doing Maxers, maybe? Potentially, possibly. I've never been great with pronunciation, I would say.
When you talk, you hold me up. No, I can't help but notice. Only I can trust. I swear I wanna know you're reaching too far. Falling in out of love, so
bisexual lighting.
Kevin miss me like crazy. Miss you on the daily. Thinking of you lately. When you left, you really changed.
Yeah, you're right. I couldn't remember.
phase me. Now it don't phase me at all. You always were ahead of me, and I can catch up. Now ain't it fine? You know I can't when we start, but now you're just so far away. You're just so far away. When you talk, you hold me up. No, I can't help but notice. Show me I can trust. I swear I wanna know you're reaching too far. I'm falling in out of love. So I always think about you when you're gone.
Some people have said that I'm the best white guy dancer. I get that a lot. Bust out this one.
I can't explain all of the reasons that you're losing trust. Baby, don't put the blame on me.
I can do it all.
Just put your faith in me. I'll make it better. You can call on me whenever. I'll follow you wherever you go. I might sound dumb, but it's forever. Baby, look at the weather. The sun is shining bright for you, but this ain't nothing new. When you talk, you hold me up. No, I can't help but notice. Show me I can trust. I swear I wanna know you're reaching too far. I'm falling in out of love. So I always think about you when you're gone. Yeah. You hold me up. No, I can't help but notice. Show me I can trust. I swear I wanna know you're reaching too far. I'm falling in out of love. So I always think about you when you're gone. Yeah.
Man, okay, so after hearing Dwayne for the first time last week for the weekly tracks list, I was very excited about the prospects of Dwayne being an artist that I was going to be paying attention to, because I really appreciated the super airy, light, and soft and sweet melodies that were exhibited from Dwayne, Yoku, and Riensu on that track. And I say that, I can't even remember the name of it, I'm awful. But Reaching Too Far, I'm very glad to see further perpetuates this sound. Even though it might have come out first, I'm not too sure. But yeah, you said it was like your first song or something. But it's so clean and it's so pretty, and I really appreciate how you all use your voices to match the aesthetics and the styles of the production that you've got going on here. It blends beautifully without, it doesn't mesh together too much, but it blends beautifully to where your vocals are sitting great on here. I think you have an incredibly catchy hook. This chorus is instantly memorable. You guys do some great falsettos. Your vocal ranges are good, and you make sure that the listener knows that and is aware of that. I think the writing on this, similar to the other track, is incredibly sweet. It's very heartfelt, and I can tell how personal it is. Just fantastic vocals, great production as well. I mean, everything about this track is warm, it's comforting, it's calming. It's very cute. I know that some people don't love to be called cute. I don't love for their tracks to be called cute, but it is. It's a cute song, and no way am I not going to address that, because it is very true. However, no, not however this song. I should have phrased it differently. Next, we are going to play this song by Shil Riel called Aurum. However, as you guys can see, I've been chugging water bottles like fucking Andre the Giant tonight. So I have to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in 20 seconds. We'll listen to one of my songs for some shameless self-promotion. Struggling to get out.
The first wave of inertia paved the way for my teens and hurt the way that I felt safe. It's turned to slowing my speed. Takes hope to believe that change takes place in places outside of my dream. Stated juvenile, think it's sneaking into belief. Cause what is relief? Canceling plans I wanted to see through. Shaking blame to any spectator and shoot for the moon. To sit down after a day of work and finally breathe and finally think. A single thought that I get to keep. With all the chemtrails in my feet, I set myself up to fail. For a monthly fee of 99 cents, I could breathe my own air and cop the newest Gucci ice pick for lobotomy stares and feed machines of mass destruction in the form of self-care. I'm not happy here, but my credit card was charged for my free trial for unabashed positivity. I should have used a fake email, so I might as well use it. But when I opted to share it, the cops kicked down my door and locked me up for password sharing and threw me in the slammer right beside a ring light camera. And I never seemed to properly crop my Twitter banner, or find the right position for the checkout scanner, or fight the opposition cause they talk like me. I tried to educate myself, kept getting ads on my screen. And no, I won't accept the cookies. This the 5th time that you've asked me, and I will not hack my 3DS no matter how easy. And I really wish I could donate to your GoFundMe, but this is the 7th that I've seen this week. I'm running out of money. So I'm sorry that you broke your leg when your microchip blew up, and the ambulance charged by the mile ran the meter up, and insurance tried to play denial, left you sick and stuck in a room full of people dying from a software bug. Because that sucks. Google searches, Reddit down, go pound for pound with YB PFPs and string up fairy lights to complement your strip of LEDs, and wash down Adderall with IPAs to type obscenities. A living Facebook meme, put content warnings on my selfies. Tabloids still exist, just in the form of notes, apologies, and tweet longers from creators, whatever the fuck that means. Only listen to the music that came out within the 90s. Shop at Spencer's buying shirts that read, fuck you, bite me. Women want fish, me fear me. Vague reference.
Alright, that's all you get. That's all you get is some shameless self-promo. Anyways, up next, we got Aurum by Showriel. Let's do it. This little waveform right here is kind of scaring me. What's gonna happen? Tonight, I think I added a song earlier with Jackson. Alright, I'll look out for it. I got you. Okay. As always, I'm not very surprised by the quality because it's winter and I know what winter is capable of. But either way, it's nuts. It's always so fun to hear what winter does on a track, and I love how shaky that bass is. I love how intense it can be. I love that sort of like pulsing synth that's going crazy. And then I love also this middle section where it becomes a little more reserved, but still maintains the experimental nature of Showriel's music on the track. I mean, honestly, the Show Reel's got a whole bunch of wonderful experimental tracks like this, and I am promoting them because I really I want to hear more people on them. Swain recently did a track on a Show Reel beat, and it was nuts. I want more people to tackle Show Reel beats because I think it'd be really cool. But yeah, absolutely crazy track. Let's go. Let's see here. Let's go Curtis. Yeah, let's go Curtis. Also, Curtis, I can give this song the treatment if you want me to. Just let me know.
Give it up for one time. Let go, you'll be fine. Give it all, you must try. Find a way to a life, find a way to another life. You don't wanna stay here, you wanna stay here by yourself. I hate when we fight, she told me boy no don't cry. Wipe the tears from my eyes, don't wanna show you the side. Cross the line and hope the life I find is better for you and I. Can we try it again?
I got you, greatest guys.
I feel I've lost so much in the past few months. Where do we get up with the shit? Rolling up and take it. Don't talk too much, but I'm listening. Miss your love, you ain't giving it. Gotta move on now, no giving it. Give it up for one time. Let go, you'll be fine. Give it all, you must try. Find a way to a life, find a way to another life. You don't wanna stay here, you wanna stay here by yourself. Give it up for one time. Let go, you'll be fine. Give it all, you must try. Find a way to a life, find a way to another life. You don't wanna stay here, you wanna stay here by yourself. Inside of me, I find it harder just to breathe. It's just a take I need to breathe, so I can lay down, go to sleep. You ain't with me, right by my side. I toss and turn all through the night. You know for you I'd always try and hope to meet you in another life. If it's side, cross the line and hope the life with the shit. Rolling up and take it away to give it all.
Okay, my first critique would be turn this down.
It's just a take I need it free.
I think ending the track with distorted vocals is a great idea and it sounds really cool. Turn those vocals down. They are very loud. And relative to the beat, they're pretty loud. So I would definitely turn those down. Don't change anything about them other than that, because I love the distorted ending. So that'll be my first thing, is to just turn those down. It's kind of whiplash inducing. As for other critiques of the track, I don't really have a whole lot. Maybe volume all across the board could maybe be more addressed to give it a more consistent and cohesive sound. Because eventually your vocals hit past a certain limit. There's a threshold for your vocal volume to where it inevitably is going to sound like your vocals are on top of the beat rather than with the beat. And I know that's sometimes hard to accomplish, especially when you're not working directly with the producer to have your vocals blend with the beat and mesh like that. So maybe work on volume across the board. I think in terms of like other mixing tips, like compression I like the compression a lot. I think your vocals sound nice and squeezed without being too much to where you lose the texture and the sonics of them. I think maybe it's a little atonal in some sections, I would say. I'm being nitpicky here for sure. But I think maybe at some points it can get a little bit atonal. You have this big blast of energy here at the end with the saturated vocals that you know, help close the song out. But other than that, like, this is your verse. And that's your hook. So your hook, apart from thematically kind of being a general summary of your track, your hook, in my mind, in this context, in this genre, needs to have some sort of flourishment and an addition to make it stand out, make it sort of the energetic peak, make it something that stands out as the concise, punctual summary of what you were talking about. So if you wanted to expand upon this, make your hook a little more interesting in comparison to the verse. That way it stands out as the hook. And that way you have that nice nice contrast between your verse, where you're getting more in depth into your subject matter and themes and motifs, and where the hook can just kind of be a little more explosive. You can really get that energy out. So play around with the hook and see what you can do with it to maybe create a bit more of a peak there, of an energetic peak. Other than that, though, song's fucking fantastic. I love it. I think it's great. I think you have a lot of really catchy melodies, and I love your vocals on this. I love your vocal performance on this. Hey, Blosper, how you doing? Let's see here. We'll put Myth. We'll put Grayer Skies. We'll put Wasted in there. We'll put Ford. We'll put Avoid. I'm just gonna try to start like putting in what I can. Especially like from like who I know is here. At this point in the stream, I kind of get a little lost. I kind of lose track of who's here, who's not, who's been played, who hasn't. It can be a bit of a fucking feat to get this shit organized, if I'm being honest. All right, let's start with Myth Valley. Let's go. Letting go. Throw mine in. That's right. I'm trying to like get everything organized. I don't even know what the fuck is happening. Let's throw that in there. And then more people will be like, oh, I'm here. Okay, let's go. Letting go, Myth Valley.
Wake up, put on your faces for show. I'll take a chance at the way.
W stream. I agree. Glad we're on the same page. Thank you so much.
And how I know.
Appreciate it as always. Yeah, no problem.
It's never that easy to let go. Take me back. I'll never ever feel the way that I felt. Take it back, but I won't ever make up what I was down. And I know facing tragedy, I'm down, need your help. But crush my bones and break my back, just put me back on this show. Let's go get all this time. You'll never take what's mine. This game across the line. I'm falling back in time. Let's go get all this time. You'll never take what's mine. This game across the line. I'm falling back in time. You'll never take what's mine. This game across the line. I'm falling back in time. Let's go get all this time. You'll never take what's mine. This game across the line. Where are you? Wake up, put on your faces for show. I'll take a chance at the way that is better. There's nothing wake up, put on your faces for show. I'll take a chance at the way that is better.
Ooh, got a lot of links open now. Okay, your production on this is nuts. I love the synths. I love the super crunchy, thrashy guitar. I mean, everything about it is just so fun. And I know that you do the production, vocals, mix, and master. So jack of all trades, sort of a renaissance man, as they say. But I mean, it's nuts. First of all, your vocal performance is super impassioned. It's funny because you have a bit of a processed mix on this for sure, but also like sort of like that raw edge of your vocals break through a lot, which is super nice. You kind of get the best of both worlds in that regard. You get to do a processed mix while still being able to hear the raw edge of what's going on in your delivery. I really appreciate how you kind of use some sort of thrashy, saturated, like natural sounds to it. But then you also managed to add in some more digital and synthetic effects that kind of like help bridge that gap between things. And I really like, I think that's a really cool combination. Oh, that makes me so mad. Renaissance woman, perhaps? I agree. Renaissance woman as well. Is that what it says? Okay, that's what I thought it said. There's an emoji that blocks half of every message that I get. So, fun. But yeah, and I think it's fantastic. I really do think you do a great job of bringing together a cohesive and well-structured track that's a lot of fun to listen to with some really good writing. I mean, come on. This part right here. And the next part. That super dampened, like, ambient, like spacey melody. Oh, my God. Tickles my brain, if I'm being honest. Thank you, for real. Yeah, no problem. You killed it. I'm really happy you sent that in. That's always a lot of fun listening to Myth Valley. That's what I always say. So what I've always said for years. Always a lot of fun listening to Myth Valley. We got Rabbit Hole from Greater Skies, and this is the part of the night where I tell you that my general analysis skills and competency is going lower. So I'm gonna do my best. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my best. That felt like a fantasy narrative is what it felt like. Because you have these parts that are very bright and they're very pleasant to listen to. They're very non-demanding, and it's just a pleasant trip. But then these sort of synths come in, this bass comes in, it gets a little moodier, it gets a little darker, it gets a little muddier in some areas of the production, and it's almost like the song is introducing conflict in these parts where it takes this nice bright plucky guitar and then plunges it into a bit of a darker, moodier, muddier sound, especially with that sort of pulsing synth and this percussion rolling in and the bass. So it's almost like you're introducing conflict to a bright song. And that is a sound that is hard to do. That's not easy. I know it's not easy because I can't do it. You killed it. You killed it. I wish I had more to critique in terms of production, but where I am just a very casual producer, I can't say much other than I like the way it sounds. I think it sounds fantastic. I love these elements that you got going on here. I think they blend beautifully. I think sometimes it gets a little bit jarring and discordant with the instruments, and that's so good. It kind of adds this sort of tinge of anxiety into the mix as well. It's killer. It's killer. You killed it. You killed her. I hardly know her. Feel of a journey or tale? That's what I'm saying. Put on Wuka's writing on this and you got a fucking storybook. You got a novel. You got a novella. You got an award-winning short story. What the fuck I'm talking about. Polyester by Wasted. Let's go. This does not sound like alternative rock to me. Very validating on my musical decision? Hell yeah. Glad we could help cement that opinion for you. It's all me, by the way. Oh yeah, this is all Grayer Skies.
Never would have thought that you would block my calls. Now you don't see. Wait, is it Malloy? I don't fuck with strings attached. I cut them all to aid my freedom. And I never would have thought that you would block my calls. Now you don't see them at all. Sometimes I wonder when you pick up the phone. I've been texting you for weeks, and if I call to say unknown, I'm missing your physique and what you hold under your bones. Your love is all I seek, and when I'm with you, I feel home. And at night I hear your voice, I feel your feet under the covers. But you're not really there, I feel the shift to distant lovers. And you're still on my mind when you've been thinking about others. You're eating up my mind, I never know if I'll recover. Epitome of failure, the ones around me tend to suffer. I'm resting my inhaler, cause my chest can take the pressure. Feeling the neglect despite precautions in my measure. Someday I wanna love myself, I'll do it to impress her. I struggle with my mental health, cause I'll never forget her. I start my prayers to wish you well and go to sleep a sender. Hoping that she finds the love within her. She's floating through my brain like a river, and I can't concentrate when I'm not with her. Woke up today, I'm not feeling it. And I hate my city, but it's where my family is. Wait, is it Malloy? Thought that we had planned not to end like this. Just a week ago, you were biting on my lip. I keep on lying to myself and saying I don't give a shit. Yeah, even if we're not together, you're still a friend of mine. Feelings fake as polyester, we were doomed from the design. But I still got some questions if you allow me to confine. Without you, girl, I'm nothing, cause you were so divine.
Hell yeah. Alright, so I'm a big fan. I'm definitely gonna go follow Wasted now. Hey, that's how it goes. I'm a big fan of like this sort of, I've been using the term weary a lot. This sort of like almost defeated or emotionally destitute sound. I'm still working on a phrasing that I like, that I think is the most appropriate for this sort of vocal delivery. But it's a little gravelly, it's got a bit of an edge to it, and I like it a lot, and I think it sounds great, especially over this like super bright these super bright guitar plucks. Just right off the bat, your voice creates a contrast with the production that is not really jarring. It's a nice contrast that I like a lot. And I like the writing on this quite a bit as well. I got a SoundCloud notification on my phone. Hell yeah. I like the writing on this a lot. I highlighted it. I'm a big fan of this line. I'm a big fan of the titular line with "Feelings fake as polyester. We were doomed from the design." It's a nice little bar there. I like that shit a lot. But overall, I think you have a nice sort of reserved performance. It never really breaks away from the initial energy that you present, but I like that. It maintains a consistency. And I think it works in your favor on this track. Hell yeah, thank you. Then we got Play Me or Play Me Not with Dex and Greenwood, which is a fucking crazy lineup between these three artists. Holy shit. Let's do it. Thank you, Mel. No problem. Hey, produce Greenwood too. Hell yeah. I love Greenwood's production. I recognize those pianos.
Switch up my mood, got me shaking. You swore it's the truth, never making sense. I wish I could call you my baby, but lately you and I have both been failing. You never used to talk to my friends like that. Now everywhere I go, I gotta watch my back. Always look at my surroundings, I think they're approaching. Now they got a bounty on me, I don't care, low-key. I'm not one to run away, so you're gonna have to face me. Maybe there's another day where you would get to play me or play me not. If you watch me run away, will I be worth a shot? Probably not, because I change every day when you're gone. So let's be honest, you've been breaking me down. You left a promise, but there was nothing found.
I like the format shift. I like that a lot here.
Broken promise to you, honestly I never thought that it would change everything that I thought I knew. And I fought the battle, but the war was too much all along. I still remember all those nights out on the promenade, and I wish that I could take it all back. I see the message in the pitch black. Never good, it's always bad. How do you live like that? Several months and now you're asking for a little back.
2 weeks and you called out, looking outside of the plane, but it's all that. I don't want hopes, I'm holding it so bad. Just to find out in the end that it don't last. Don't ask questions, I don't want new friends. Got old ones, but they pretend. So I'm paranoid for the weekend. Might disappear just to free them. Fuck, slow burn, surrounding it with a subtle breath. I'm wearing thin these days. Suddenly so attached, up in the place I'm at. Summer had come so fast, wanted to stop so bad. I could talk to myself on the daily. Switch up my mood, got me shaking. These words, the truth never make me sense.
It's pretty good. I love this. This is three fantastic vocal performances. Every single one of you brings something different to the table, and that's what I love to see when I have a three-person song. You bring these nice, thick, layered vocals that really sound great, that have a great delivery and good writing, and I love the mix that you use. Dex comes in with a super smooth, clean delivery, the notes that we know Dex can hit with some fantastic writing as well. Greenwood comes in at a pretty fast pace, which I was not expecting, but it's so nice to hear. That really switched up the vibe of the song a lot, and you know, ends it out once again with that hook. It's and I like the format shifting decision a lot. I think you sound great over this Greenwood beat. Those pianos are definitely Greenwood, 100%, for sure. Very recognizable sound. Fantastic performance from all three of you. I'm a big fan of this. I like this a lot. I'm a big fan. I spin around a lot and create cool air. I'm losing it. I'm not even 2 hours in and I'm losing it. This is... we'll see how far I can go. I'm cold. Lend me your skin. Avoid. Thanks a ton for real. No problem. Y'all fucking killed it. Fantastic song. Avoid, is this self-produced? You better let me know before your lyrics come in. You have a timer set. I love you, Green Boy. Oh, okay. I thought that was part of the song title. I'm going to make the bold claim here and say that this is probably my favorite song that you've submitted to the stream so far. I know you've submitted a couple. I think this one is my favorite. The distorted screams sound fucking fantastic, and they mix with that beat so well, and your non-distorted singing also sounds really good. I like your writing on this. I like the emotional delivery behind it. It's so fucking raw. That shit is pure emotion. And I think that the message that you're trying to convey here, you really do super well. It sounds fantastic. It sounds convicted. I mean, even though you're maybe describing a not so positive experience, you sound confident in your vocal delivery on the technical side. I mean, this is nuts. You need to fucking post this shit. Make it public so I can listen to it. And then we have Stop Talking, Please. Is that how it's pronounced? Trap metal. Let's see what happens.
I don't hold back, I got a Glock, you know that. If you're trying to hold back, I got whole toe back. Full of ammunition, expedition. Got an AK for a mission. Pussy boy, you keep a bitch. Leave that barrel, let you get it. I'm a dog, got a Glock, wow, wow, buddy. You a bitch, I don't wanna hear you talk. I just smoke to that lady. Ever since you won my gun, I don't stop, I'm a dog with it. If you want it, nigga, better stay talking it. I've been saying too much shit on live, figure it, calling it. Wow, you're a bitch. I ain't never sliced a manic to my wrist. I don't mix, I'ma take you on my list. I can tell that you never been with shit. I can tell that you never had a bitch. And I walk with the beat. I get talk from my beat. Oh no, I ain't gonna put on a show. You a low life, bitch, you got no life. You want it, nigga, better stay talking it. I've been saying too much shit on life, figure it, calling it. Wow, you're a bitch. on my waist. Got a shotgun and it's pointed at your face. What a white, I'm not done. You are a bitch, I'm having fun. You are a bitch and you are good. I'ma send you to the sun, bitch.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Not what I expected, if I'm being honest. But I am by no means upset about that shit at all. I'm sorry. I just now realized that I'll explain it later. What the fuck am I doing? You know what? This is a time for another thing. This is a thing for another time, if I'm being honest. Anyways, I mean, listen, your vocal energy never stops. This entire track, it is just a constant onslaught and barrage of just aggression and intensity, and it's crazy. It's nuts. And listen, I know what kind of music you used to make. And I know that this isn't it. So it's cool to hear you in this context. I think it's a lot of fun, and I think that you do a crazy job with it. You're so committed, and I respect that. And over this trap metal beat, you just go fucking crazy. And I gotta respect that. Your delivery is so energetic. It's so energetic. Like, yeah, sure, it's like aggressive too, yeah, but like it's packed. I love it. Then we got Bay Harbor from Greenwood. Let's do it.
And he was high. He's high.
I can't get over that shit, man. I was that whole time when I heard that trap metal beat start, I knew it was gonna be something.
Spend a day in the city, boys on the street near the park just singing. Made a little money, I just made regrets. Told you I was sorry cause I'm not there yet. Drinking on the train, looking back so dumb. Sorry means a little when it said so much. Sleep is a concept, I don't really act out. Drugs in a backpack, probably like a black now. I just try not to overstate it. All been so complicated. Day turns to night, just breaking. Light on my body, aching. Lay down in foreign places, noticing what it's taking. I'll wake up slowly in the black. I thought I'd learn to hate it. Follow lights at the cause in the dreams that you had. I just got in the way. Fuck, I think I slipped it back. I started to decay from the waist down. Facing we could never fix what we break down. Holding the exit in my hand. Fuck, I think I'm slipping back. Holding on a feeling I might die soon. Cause I met everybody that I want to. And maybe did a little that I'm proud of. But man, it's such so hard to get out of. Holding on the mornings with the old you. Fucking catatonic in my old room. And I hope you don't blame yourself cause baby, it's not like someone else could ever say. Try not to overstate it. All been so complicated. Day turns to night, just breaking. Light on my body, aching. Lay down in foreign places, noticing what it's taking. I'll wake up slowly in the black. I thought I'd learn to hate it.
Alright, while the latency catches up on my review of this track, I need you to answer me a question, Greenwood. Do you listen to Black, spelled BLCKK? Let me know if you do. I haven't listened to him in a while, but there's a part of this that reminds me of him. I love your vocal performance on this. First of all, shout out the production. I mean, Greenwood's always crazy with production, making super somber beats with these added energy flares that come in and sound super great and clean. Greenwood can do dampened, muddy piano. Greenwood can do super ambient and spacey synths, and some really great percussion as well. I love your writing on this. I think you do a fantastic job writing. I think your mix is great. And the added intensity in your delivery in that section of the track is, I mean, I think it's just a cherry on top. You know, you have this nice smooth kind of like hush delivery. It's super nice. You really get that mid-range timbre in the spotlight, but then you kick up that energy with that super great delivery with super saturated mix, and I love it. But yeah, I mean, Black is like, I haven't listened to a Black track in a long time. It's been, I guess, about 2 or 3 years since I heard a new release. But just the sort of when you got intense with it, the vocals kind of reminded me like.
Bag on me, ain't nobody kill me.
I don't know, when you got intense with your vocals, it kind of reminded me of that. Anyways, what Kisei, me and you, work in progress, and thank you so much. Yeah, of course, thank you so much for submitting. So I do apologize, guys. I'm losing my energy a little bit. We'll probably be wrapping up pretty soon.
Realize it's all my fault. I'm not trying to be mean to you, girl, just let me sing to you. I don't really mind at all. If this chapter ends with me and you, chapter ends with me. And I know it's so late, but I'm missing you. Don't know how long I'll wait to say I love you too. Just know that I'll stay no matter what you choose. But you seem so far away, sometimes let's tell the truth.
Oh, those little beepy, kind of like rounder synths in the background. That's a nice sound. Is that Labs? Is that a Labs piano that I'm hearing? Labs soft piano? I mean, yeah, Brable's right. I mean, that lead is such a gorgeous melody. Everything is super soft and almost delicate in a way. The song almost is kind of delicate in the way that everything's laid out and structured and produced. I love the production on this. I love how airy and light it is. I love those little synths that were kind of playing in the background. Those sounded so nice. I'm so glad you added those. And the vocal performance, Labs is nuts. Labs is so good. And I think that your vocal performance is really good. It matches the energy of the production, and you kind of have this like nice sort of like somber and sort of like reserved delivery going on here, and I think it plays to your advantage really well. It's a really sweet sounding song. I love it. I really it's really nice to listen to. It's a very pleasant listen. It's a very comforting listen in a way. And I like the lyrics a lot. This sort of detachment from somebody, and this, this sort of like vague understanding of maybe where this relationship is headed and not knowing what comes next. It's well written. Half-Hearted, Glass with Ford. Let's go. Tummy ache syndrome's kicking in. I hate that I've been cursed with this pestilence in my body.
Cause I'm a lost cause, I'm nauseous when I look at you. I've been breaking, I tried to say it, tried to call. Guess you don't feel like picking up, gave her my all, she tore me apart. And I don't wanna think about the past, cause shattering like glass cause you like backstabbing. And I guess I'm just a pain in the ass, so just burn me the ass. God, I knew this would happen. I'm not looking at you to get my mind right. When I'm driving to school, I'll stop at red lights. See you coming, I don't look
live both ways. So when he's talking, I don't know what to say to you. I don't wanna think about the past, cause it's shattering like glass, cause you like backstabbing. And I guess I'm just a pain in your ass, so just burn me to ass. God, I knew this would happen. I'm looking at you to get my mind right. When I'm driving to school, I stop at red lights. You coming, I don't live both ways. When he's talking, I don't know what to say to you.
Nothing you say is ever true. I need a place to stay for two. That's why
that was such a great climb and growth of energy.
I'm off alone now.
Oh god, yeah. My stomach's fucked.
Solve your problems. But you
for those unaware, I have IBS.
I'm not so surprised it turned out like this. My life aimed at lies.
A little TMI for y'all. A little TMI for the late
I'm
nighters.
so surprised.
Oh, that was cool.
Turned out like this. My life aimed at lies, and I pay with fish. I don't wanna think like that. Last time I got way off track, and I think I lost my math. Struggling to get back, dodging all these traps. How was it part of your plan? Getting me back and then throwing me out, yeah. I cannot live like that. Falling for your tricks every time that you want me. But what could we mean this time? The weather is looking bad. Maybe somewhere inside. You used to be cool with that. Look at your eyes and I'm nauseous. Start to get cautious cause I know it's nonsense. We used to come here often. What is your problem making these comments? Always get stuck in the lies. They're saying nothing like conscious. Going in no surprise. You put me in my coffin.
Man, I love that climb of energy, man. So, cause you have like, you have this delivery on the track that is very reminiscent of maybe some late 2010s, like 2017 to 2019, sort of like emo rap going on, and also a little bit of alternative emo and that sort of like, you know, emotional and not rough, because rough sort of has this negative connotation to it, but sort of like this rough delivery. Kind of letting the cracks of your voice break through to convey emotion and sort of like help translate that message. But then you also have this sort of like digital stuttery, like staticky production going on too that meshes and blends with it really well. So you kind of have this sort of like poignant and emotional writing in the delivery, and then you have this really cool and interesting production to kind of back it up and make it a lot of fun to listen to. I love the stutters there, so I like the little quirks that you put into the mix. I think both of you did a fantastic job. I really do. I like this one a lot. This was nice. I really appreciate sort of like the experimenting you did. It's a slight experimentation, but it's an experimentation nonetheless, and I do appreciate that. All right. Let's get it out of the way. I'll self promo something real quick. So we have Cowboy Song. I'll let you guys get the pick. You guys get the pick. We have Cowboy Song. We have a song with Addie and Earth to Athena that I never got around to dropping because it was part of a collab tape that I never made because I didn't get people on the collab songs that were supposed to be made for other people that I didn't get anybody on. And then I have Chamomile's good. So we can do Chamomile, we can do Welcome, or we can do the Cowboy Song. I have a feeling that everybody is going to say the Cowboy Song. I feel like that's what I'm going to get. Thanks so much. Yeah, no problem. I'm a big fan. Can you tell how tired I am? I'm awful. I'm like, thank you, bro. No problem. Half-hearted. You fucking killed it. It's got, you have a really interesting sound, and I respect that. Yep, there it is. Cowboy Song. Cowboy Song. I think that's what we're gonna get, is the Cowboy Song. I got one vote for Cowboy Song in the chat right now. I figured this is where that was. Yep, there's a second Cowboy Song. I figured that's where this was headed. I had a suspicion. I had a guess, an educated guess, I had an estimate that's where this was headed. This is me and Addie. So shout out Addie for bringing this idea to life and sending it over to me. This is a lot.
Well, howdy there, partner. I reckon that you think you're new in town and think that you can just waltz on in here and not abide by our rules and our policies. Well, let me tell you this right now, sir. I am the sheriff step in our land and try to break what we hold sacred and dear.
Who took my corn?
Alright, I shoot a motherfucker in his spine. Body combo, so it's fine. I'm the owner of this ranch, so it don't cost me a dime. What he said he's taking line, bitch, I lace him. I got my corn in my hand and I face him. I got my gun in my right pocket, and I put one in the left eye socket, yeah.
I knew.
I'm like 1, 2, 3, bullets fly to the brain. Sheriff's looking for me, steady chasing me. Drake, get your mother and your brother getting steady on their knees.
Out in the fields, yeah, I work like a mule, racing cattle, bum bomb. I'm an 8 reason full, I got boots on my feet and a hat on my head. Smith and Wesson, the lesson that I'm teaching your head. Blow shots at a critter, pour shots on my liquor. Jack, drink me, rot, take a shot to my liver. Bleed red, white, blue, stay a long time for dinner. When the missus at the table with some taters in my biscuit.
Hank Williams on the record I'll listen to. Shoot a liberal for trying to put bugs on my food. Taking everything literal, what's a cowboy to do? But always move, put sons in the field, but never in school like the old man did. And mine did too. Hear a banjo play under a full lit moon. I'm a man, no shaves, no showers, just tools.
Bicep sweat in the sun, I'm rugged. City slickers, ain't seen nothing. Blue collar, belt buckle busted. Off the grid, goddamn, I love it.
I will be right back. Just sit with that for a minute. Sit with that. With what I've done. With what me and Addie have done. I stepped in here as a joke, like real fast into the frame, and then I felt my knee buckle, and I was like, "This is it. It's over for me." All right, guys, I gotta wrap up this stream, so we're gonna blow through these next few songs, okay? Let's see here. All right, we got Benevolent, Blosper, and then Brable, and I'm terribly, terribly sorry if I did not get to you tonight. It happens, unfortunately. The bigger these streams get, the more likely I am to miss people or not be able to get people. As much as I try to fit in as many songs as possible. So if I didn't get to you, I do apologize. It's nothing personal, I promise. But if I didn't get to you, let me know. And hey, next stream, if you show up, let me know that I missed you this week. We'll get to you, okay? I promise. We're gonna wrap up with these 3 songs.
You in my heart. Now I'm picking up the pieces. I used to defend you. I know you were wrong, and I ain't had no reason. I can't pay you out as a bad guy. We were at our brothers. I'll apologize for mine. You won't even say sorry for it. Come on, break down. Make me feel out of place. I don't wanna see your face. Wish I never knew your name. Down. I be switching lanes. Feel like I ain't got no brakes. Tired of these games. You come with the pain, bang. I don't wanna play. She fights for fun, that's how she is. She don't wanna change. Like she fight for fun, I'm still the girl coming first place. I'ma break it down. I can't break down. Cause if I do, I let her win. And that's not allowed. Got a new girl that picks me up, gon' break me down. Why I let you end up break me down? You broke my heart, you set me up like it's a stakeout. You love the way that's how you ate it up like takeout. Your toxic energy is best, it turns into a breakout. Playing left so I went regular, I ain't falling for your fake out. And I'm better now. I ain't post, I ain't just saying that cause you're not around. It's like you threw my level, playing to the lost and found. But luckily she found my love and built me back up from the ground. Love is something so profound. I can't pay you out as a bad guy. We were at our brothers. I'll apologize for mine. You won't even say sorry once. Come on, break down. Make me feel out of place. I don't wanna see your face. Wish I never knew your name. Come on, break down. I be switching lanes. Feel like I ain't got no brakes. I'm tired of these games. You cope with the pain you bring. I don't wanna play. She fights for fun, that's how she is, she don't wanna change. Like she fight for fun, I'm still the girl coming first place. I might down, make me feel out of place. I don't wanna see your face. Wish I never knew your name. I be switching lanes. Feel like I ain't got no break. You come with the pain, bring. I don't wanna play. She fights for fun, that's how she is, she don't wanna change. Like she fight for fun, I'm still the girl coming first place.
Nuts delivery, fantastic, clean, shiny vocal mix as always. It's super polished. It sounds so clean. And I love these dampened sections that you do in the track. I think it really adds a lot of immersion into the song. I think it really expands upon the sort of like sonic environments you've got laid out here. This is fun. This is a banger. This is a lot of fun. I love everything about this track. I love how polished and clean and shiny it is. Hell yes. Thank you for submitting. Blosper, Rally Car, Yanni Gold's production, 10 hours ago. Song about rally racing. Let's do it. First of all, shout out Yoni Goals on the fantastic production. I love the gritty saturation in the vocals and in the vocal mix and in your delivery. I think it sounds fantastic. I think it sounds really cool with the guitar going on the beat. And I like the metaphors and the parallels used in the form of rally racing and the sort of the speeds, the snap coils, bent frame. I like that line a lot as well. The shitbox line is pretty good. I really like how committed you are to this sort of like concept and theme and how you run with it and turn it into something really cool. I like this a lot. And to end things out, to end the night out, It's All My Fault, Brable, let's do it.
Just like my therapist said, I should be dead. Where I take things straight to the damn head. I should probably get back to bed, but I wait for a phone call. Said I'm stupid, useless, clueless, moving, do this, you can't do it. I was swearing by myself cause I never needed help. And it's fucked my mental health cause I can't get well. I was stuck in place and I can't move. Stuck with you and I cannot grow. Why do you keep blowing up my fucking phone? I don't even know when the shit is getting old. All you do is lie, all you do is cry. I just wanna die, fucking baby, I'll be fine. Moving all the time, get out of my mind. Fucking with my head, man, you do it every night. Can't believe you let go, messing up my mental. I can never settle, I just want what's better. I'm better than ever, and now I don't wanna hang around. I just wanna leave this town.
I wanna be well read. I will carefully trace the lines of every crease on every bind of every book, looking for a shortcut.
I shouldn't trust you, but I want to. I always contradict myself.
Oh, his jump is nice. Hey, Athena, how you doing?
That is nothing bad that I hope I never catch. And my head is just a mess, and I'm holding on the past. And my brain got numb, don't need no one but myself. Got a problem with that, you can go to hell. I was chilling by myself, don't need no one else in my life. I was staying up all night, cause I never had no choice. And my brain's gone to mush, work come and go. My head is gonna explode. I just try to solve everyone else's problems. I couldn't even solve mine. It's all mine, it's all mine. I was talking about you, baby, it's all mine.
Wait for the Blosper song. Hey, these screens are saved.
Baby, it's all my fault that we ended up like this. All mine, it's not your fault that we ended up like this. It's all mine, all mine. She don't like it, baby, that's all one bit. Not one bit. Yeah, not one bit.
That's a little reversed. Instrumentation for the outro. You know, I think this is a good song to end the night on. The production is crazy fun, crazy unique, and super interesting. I love the panning that you have and some of those layered vocals, how you have things going on at the same time in different sections of the environment. Some of those drops are nuts. I think your production really shines on this. This little section right here at about 2 minutes it's that transition into that section, that little sort of bridge is wonderful. And I think it sounds great. I think you feel really confident with your vocal melodies and your vocal mix on this and how they match up with the production. It's great. It's really good. This is a good song to end the night on. You did a crazy job. I'm really impressed, and I love the energy. And that's going to end things out. Check out, I don't know why I did that. Check out my recent video. It's a review of an album that I like a lot. The weekly songs list should be out tomorrow or Wednesday, one of the two. And as always, I'm going to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. Come to Brooklyn, New York. I am performing along with a lot of really talented artists. Garden, Polearm, Swain, Young Van, Sid Sakes, Melmige, Death Wish, Navy, Ekion. I always pronounce it wrong. I've been corrected like 4 times. But come to Brooklyn. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tickets are $20, $25 at the door, but I highly recommend buying them online, not at the door. I recommend doing it online. So if you want to come out and see a fantastic show that I'm performing in with some great artists, come do that. Check out my YouTube channel as well. You check out my music if you want. And you know what? Since it's late at night and it's just you guys here, I don't ever talk about this. So I guess God, look how long my hair was just 2 days ago. Look at the difference. It's crazy. But anyways, I never talk about this because I don't really feel the need to. I do have a merch store. It's pretty old, but if any of these designs tickle your fancy, then I guess get one if you want. It helps me. You get a cool shirt. It's a win-win. This is my favorite one. I actually own it myself. All designs by me. And then this is also my favorite. Is this hoodie right here? It was the Drowning cover, and then this one's a lot of fun as well. So yeah, I never really talk about it, but it's available if you want to do that. Oh my God, I was covering it the whole time. All right, I'll go through one more time. That's one of the designs. That's a really fun design that I like a lot. I can't believe I was covering it the whole time. I love this one a lot. Yeah, I know, I realized. There's a sticker as well. There's other stuff. There's my logo if you want just my logo or on something. But yeah, it's cool. I don't, if you want to do it, go do it. If not, hey, no problem with me. But yeah, in that case, have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. It means the world to me. It's a lot of fun. You're helping me do what I love. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Gotta wait for that latency to catch up. Always do.